If you knew you could make somebody's day in under a minute, would you? If you knew you could do something that they would save for years to come, would you take that small action? Well, today we're going to talk about how to write an employee recognition letter that your people will never forget. Hi, I'm Chris Littlefield, and I spent 15 plus years helping leaders at top companies around the world have the conversations that matter most to their people. Now, one of those conversations is how to make sure that people feel recognized and appreciated at work. We all want to feel appreciated. Now, if you have been working on an extra project, if you spent the weekend trying to get something done, if you stayed late, if you covered somebody else's shift, the truth is, well, we're not going to die if we're not recognized. But effort unnoticed over time always turns into resentment. Resentment turns into disengagement, and then disengagement turns into departure. And if you're a leader, if you want to be able to do your best work, you need your people there. You need them showing up and having the kind of conversations with your clients and customers and each other that really make a difference. And so that's why it's critical that we make sure that our people feel appreciated and valued. Research that was done by McKinsey found that although most leaders thought that the reason people were leaving was for more pay and more opportunities, the real reason why people said they were leaving is because they didn't feel appreciated and they didn't feel valued. And that's why it's important that we send regular signals to our people that we appreciate and value them. Now, most leaders know that they should let their people know that they care, that they value them, that they should do that. But oftentimes we get busy and we forget to do the very things that make the biggest difference. So today we're going to talk about how to write an employee recognition letter and how to make doing it easy. Now, despite the proven benefits of recognizing and appreciating our employees, many leaders avoid doing it. Now, there's a couple reasons why they do. From my research, I found that although the number one thing people associate with being recognized, 88%, nearly 70% of people associate embarrassment or discomfort with the process. Now, many times people are worried, well, what if I say the wrong thing? What if they think I have some hidden intention? What if they think I'm hitting on them? And so many leaders avoid doing the very thing that will make the biggest difference. So today, I want to show you how to do it and make sure that your message lands the way that you intend it to. Now, the number one thing for making sure that we get the message right is first that it's genuine. Now, people can pick up if there's a hidden intention, if you're doing it because you think you should, or you're doing it because you're supposed to. So the first one is make sure that you're genuine and you're authentic. So the second thing we need to do is we need to set the context. Now, if you've ever been recognized out of the blue and you're caught off guard and you're trying to understand what's happening, the reason why is someone doesn't tell us, hey, good job. Good job on what? Thanks for staying late. I had the option not to stay late. People don't really understand what's going on. So it's important that we actually set the context by saying something like, hey, you know what, over the weekend, I was thinking about our work together and I realized I really appreciate X. Or, you know what, I know we've been really busy lately and I haven't had an opportunity to slow down long enough to let you know how much I value you. So set the context for why you're recognizing them and why you're recognizing them now. Next, you want to share what you appreciate and why. Now, many times the reason why people are confused is they don't understand why you appreciate that thing that they did. So you need to let them know the impact. Now, an example of this may be, hey, I know it's your job to show up on time and it wouldn't work if you didn't show up on time. But the fact that you show up on time every single day makes my life so much easier. Or thank you for taking notes in meetings. I know that it's your job to take notes in meetings, but the fact that you do that so well means that I can focus on doing my work. Or, hey, thanks for always checking in with me. I know you just asked me about my day, but the fact that you ask me about my day each day gives me that space to be able to say, hey, I'm having a rough day, or you know what, it's been really brutal recently. And many people don't ever ask about that. So thank you for doing it. It makes a difference. So next, you want to close the message by wrapping up with something as simple as, hey, thank you, or I just wanted you to know I really appreciate you. Now that you've taken the time to put this beautiful message together, it's important that we get it to the person. And the reason why we do a handwritten thank you note instead of just an email or a text message is that if you've ever noticed that when you're moving or all of a sudden you're going through your desk drawer or you walk by someone's cubicle at work, you're going to see these notes pinned up, or somebody's going to open the drawer and they're going to find it. And it's going to bring them back to that moment where you expressed what you appreciate about them and why. And that little trigger brings them back to the moment and reminds them of the difference they made for you. So that's why it's so important to be able to write it out in a handwritten note so that that person can keep it for years to come. Now, when do you deliver it? Well, whenever it's easy. Now, here's the thing that many people say, but my employee lives around the world. Here's a simple thing that you can do. Take a photo of it, send it to the person right now, and then the next time you see them, then you can hand deliver it to them, or you can put it in the mail, and depending on where they are in the world, they'll receive it whenever it shows up. And here's one quick tip. Now, if you're concerned about this person being uncomfortable, one thing you can do is you can put the disclaimer that they don't need to respond. And you can say something along the lines that, hey, don't feel like you need to respond, but it was important for me to let you know the difference you made for me. So in the end, make sure that first, it's genuine and authentic. 2, you set the context for why you're recognizing them for what, that you share the impact that they had on you, the team, the organization, and then you close by letting them know that you appreciate and value them. And then you deliver it in a way that they get to receive it and then save it so it has an impact for years to come. Now, I hope you found this valuable, and if you did, then make sure you check out some of the other videos on this channel so you can learn how to nurture a culture where people feel valued every day and make doing it easy. And if you want, on my website, I have a regular newsletter that goes out where I send out tips, tools, and resources that you can download that make your job as a leader easier every single day. I'm Chris Littlefield from Beyond Thank You, and have an amazing day.